love that intro, and you know why I love it so much? Because it's the first series that I ever released here on this channel. Big memories about that, and just love every Sunday with you guys here on Tesla Sundays. Well, anyway, like and subscribe if you are new here. We are talking about the following things today on today's episode. Obviously about Tesla performance. Then we will talk about the Tesla stock chart to see if we have any patterns or technical, highlights of the stock that we need to consider for the next week. And then we will dive in. Cathy Wood cannot resist to buy more Tesla shares. And finally, let's talk about all these brand new specs out there in the EV market. Is it worth to buy it, or rather put all your money into Tesla? Well, I will answer exactly this question. Let's go. Alright, let's dive into Tesla stock first. And to be honest, guys, it doesn't look that great, alright? I mean, I just posted it recently on Twitter that, while Space made 60% year to date and Bitcoin made 48% year to date, Tesla is a little bit lagging, alright? Let's have a look what they are doing since the beginning of this brand new year. And as you can see here, they lost about 7.44%. So not such a great performance. And if we are looking into the highs, which were like at $880, we lost about 23%. So you can see here that it's definitely caught up in this momentum stock sold out, which was done over the last couple of weeks. And the trend is definitely going down. However, if we see any trends or patterns, it's important that you stayed a little bit longer for this video, because in the next category we will talk about that exactly. But let's have a look what's happening with the overall stock in the last couple of 7 days. Since our last episode, we lost about 11%, which is also not that great, but it's maybe an opportunity. I took this opportunity and I bought 50 shares of Tesla. So maybe you will jump also on that and think about it. Hey, is it maybe now at $648 billion the right price for Tesla? You never know, but usually using those weaknesses in the best companies in the whole world, long-term thought was always a great idea. And you know what is also a great idea? To look into today's sponsor. The Apollo FinTech team is very successful, guys, okay? The CEO, Steven, is traveling around the world because GSX, that is covered many times here in this channel already, is on the verge to close their sale, okay? So it might be the last opportunity that you can buy for that price. And make sure to understand that this is a growth coin as well as a stable coin. So their idea is to back the value of GSX by real assets, real mines, and that's why Steve is traveling around the world to make deals, to acquire mines, and so on and so forth. So I think the vision behind this company is tremendous, and let's dive in some more reasons why you should consider GSX right now. So advantages of GSX are the following, which I have never seen before in the crypto scene, okay? So first, you can go anytime when you buy GSX to their head office and exchange the value of your coins to the real value of the asset, gold. Then they are increasing the asset that is backing the value of GSX with the vision to increase constantly the value of GSX. And then they having huge plans to pay dividend. They want to, erase many GSX out there that will not be sold in March, where the sales is ending. So there's so many great things about GSX. So the last question, how to get not only your GSX, but also some bonus free, completely free. Let me tell you about that right now. So just follow the link into the description and get even bonus GSX take your money, take your credit card, and just follow the link with all the information and the page where you can just buy with your credit card or bank transfer. So it is easy as it sounds. Check it out. On a Sunday, this is obviously our favorite stock chart here, and there's actually a couple of things to notice when talking about Tesla stock the last couple of days, yeah? Because something quite important happened that led the stock crash even further. As you can see, there's a lot of Picasso work here by myself, but if you're zooming in, I will just clear it in a second. You see something very important happened here on the 19th/the 22nd of February, because here the purple line that you can see here is the 50 moving average. Then you have also the Bollinger Bands, and also you having here another, let's say, resistance that was broken. So all of that together was a very bearish sign, technically speaking, okay? And also that we closed somewhere around this resistance. It's now important to hold that, okay? Because let me just clear everything. The RSI levels are fantastic. I mean, when was the last time we had like 33 levels? It was a very long time ago, right? Look, even here back in September, we were at 38, okay? Here we're at 46. So it was a very long time since we were that much oversold. I don't think that we will fall into these levels to 462 if the market allows. I think also the bond yield and everything is catching up a little bit, so the worst should be behind us. But as you can see here now very more clearly, here we crossed the 50 moving average, and then obviously we took a nosedive, and here we are on the edge of the Bollinger Bands, which is always a situation here as well, you know, where we usually bounce back a little bit. So this will be the question. I think a quite strong resistance here is around that mark, obviously, you know, maybe also here, right? I could imagine. So here you can see like the 60, 65 or 650 levels are quite strong. Here is another one which is okay, but this is just below 600. So it really depends what the market, the overall market will decide, because this is where the momentum stocks are also going through, right? I mean, if the market is recovering, then those momentum stocks like Tesla and so on are going up with it. And if it's other way around, obviously they are losing a lot. So let's dive into Cathy Wood. What does Cathy Wood? Do you remember Cathy Wood? Yes, this crazy lady on CNBC that said a couple of months ago that Tesla will be 4,000 per stock, and actually we are very close to that number, right? So she was right all along, and her fund, the ARK Invest fund, is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is such a entertaining outcome of everything. I mean, she was always brought to the TV when Tesla was going down or Tesla was going up, and they brought her into the TV studio on CNBC, and they asked her, what do you think about Tesla stock? And then she was telling these crazy stock numbers, and finally it's got true. Now let's have a look what is happening into the main fund of the main ETF of ARK Invest. So here you can see the ARK the ARK Innovation ETF, is one of the biggest funds from her. And if you having a look into the fund holdings, which is actually updating every single day, and she's very transparent about the buying and selling of stocks every single day, and you can actually see that she took the advantage and bought some more Tesla shares. She couldn't resist the lower price on Tesla. But let's have a look. This is the number one holding in this fund with Tesla, which represent 3.4 2.91038 million shares. I mean, this is 2.35 or almost 2.36 billion dollars, guys. Okay, this is a huge amount, and this is representing, and this is, you know, seeing now the issue here, 10.08%. As per her own regulations, she don't want to have more than 10% of stock in one ETF. Okay, so what does it mean? So of the 100% of value of their ETF, she don't want to have more than 10% in one single stock. And that's why she was trimming over the last couple of months when Tesla absolutely went crazy, and then she buying back now a little bit. So it's like a back and forth, but you know, I think she's the greatest bull out there. Do I think she should have even more than 10% in their fund ETF? Absolutely yes. I mean, easily she could have, you know, 10, 15, you know, maybe 18 to 20% into Tesla, which would even outperform even more any ETF out there. Therefore, you know, I understand, yes, and yes, she's buying back, but she have to, and she actually sold as well. So don't get too much caught up in those other YouTube videos out there that are there saying, you know, that Cathy is buying and buying. It's actually, you know, somehow of a rebalancing of their ETF. Yes, she loves Tesla. She will buy more if she can in other ETFs. But for now, I think she doing just the technicals. All right, so just be aware of that. Okay, so you can see here that we have so many new specs, okay? We have Fisker coming in. We have Lucid coming in. And while I think Lucid is a very interesting brand and company because they want to tackle actually the Daimler or BMW as electric vehicle, I think that Fisker is on the lower end of quality, and they had many issues with their previous cars. So Lucid is a company where I would say, you know, they maybe have a chance to build something interesting. But as the market is currently crazy about specs, we are seeing a $57 billion valuation with zero revenue, with, you know, still being in the verge of producing cars, you know, on the hope that in a couple of years they will produce many cars and sell many cars. I don't know, guys. I think this is just this disruption and EV bubble that's blowing up. How on earth, even though the concept and, you know, they are quite mature already, but they're still standing in the front of the most difficult part, as Elon Musk said, in front of this mass production, because to build the prototype is very easy. But building the actual line, the production, and, you know, building the whole infrastructure, this is 1,000 times harder. So think about that words by Elon Musk when you think about Lucid cars, okay? So I think you should wait a little bit. Maybe we have the next couple of years, you know, the EV coming up, but you seem to buy at the very high price right now, okay? And I believe that Tesla is so much more mature, and you have Elon Musk, guys. Elon Musk is just out there and putting so much work into all of his companies. So, you know, if you would ask me, guys, okay, should I invest into Lucid or NIO or Tesla? Always go for the number one, because it showed historic-wise that it was always the best idea to invest into the leader and the winner, okay? If you invested into Apple, why there were, you know, still music players out there, right? I mean, Sony and other companies. Or if you invested into Apple since they released the first smartphone, and, you know, versus investing in Apple and Samsung and HTC and Xiaomi or whatever possibilities out there, you would always outperform by investing into the big guy, okay? Same with Bitcoin, guys. If you invested in Bitcoin and a couple of altcoins versus only Bitcoin, then guess what? You would outperform massively with Bitcoin. So invest only in Tesla, in my personal opinion, and this is not financial advice, as I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a YouTuber, you know, sharing my investment story here on everyday basis. And if you are not in our Discord chat now, then check it out, x10masterclass.com. Today is the last day, guys. You get 10% off with 10 space. And would look forward to see you on the other side. Not only you get lifetime access to Discord, you will also get 107 never released videos, me speaking about stocks, how to find stocks, how to use Excel files that I put there into this course. So check it out, it's really worth. Thank you very much and take care.